All right, so today we're doing something a little different. We're not actually reviewing a product. Instead, we're going to be dissecting the machine that sells it. We're going to break down the architecture of this really persuasive sales page for a course that's being offered for free. Our goal here is to really get into the psychology and the strategy behind how it's built, piece by piece. So let's dive right in.
It's kind of a paradox, right? How do you actually sell something for free? How do you create this massive sense of value and get people to jump on an offer that costs absolutely nothing? That's the big question we're going to dig into. Because look, this isn't just about giving stuff away. It's about making a free offer feel more valuable and honestly, more urgent than a lot of paid ones you see out there.
Okay, so this whole journey starts with the very first thing a visitor sees, the hook. And this is where the offer has to be so compelling, so frictionless, that you feel like you'd be crazy to just scroll past it. The whole strategy here is to just get rid of any reason you might have to say no right from the get-go. And here it is. This is just a masterclass in removing friction. The headline, which we've pulled right from the source, starts with completely free, boom, the price barrier is gone. But the real genius, the part that's so smart, is no credit card required. That little phrase removes not just the hassle of payment, but that whole psychological barrier of commitment. It creates absolutely zero risk for the visitor. It's like an open door with no guards. So, once they've got your attention, the very next step is to make you feel completely and totally understood. Now, this part of the pitch isn't about the solution yet. No. It's all about defining your problems so accurately, so empathetically, that you find yourself nodding along, thinking, wow, that is exactly me. The page then hits you with this question. It's how they transition from that big, exciting promise to the big problem. And it's a classic setup, right? It immediately validates anyone's past struggles by basically saying, hey, it's not your fault you failed, it's predictable, and it happens for some very specific reasons. That builds rapport instantly. This right here is a brilliant illustration of that technique. See, the pitch doesn't just say, you're struggling. It lists out 6 super specific emotionally charged pain points. Things like getting rejected by vendors or just drowning in tactical noise. Every single bullet point is designed to hit home, to resonate with a real frustration. And by defining the problem this clearly, they're already framing their offer as the only possible cure. So, the problem has been set up, it's been validated, and now the whole narrative pivots. It introduces the solution, not as just another helpful tip, but as something fundamentally different from everything the visitor has ever tried before. Let's see how they pull that off. This one sentence, this is the heart of the entire value proposition. It's so clever because it invalidates all of your past failures by blaming tactics. All those random YouTube videos and blog posts, all that noise. And then it positions this offer as the antidote, a complete system. That language totally reframes the solution from just another how-to guide into a comprehensive, structured blueprint for success. And this comparison chart just makes that abstract idea of system versus tactics totally concrete. On the left, you've got chaos, all the things people try that just lead to frustration. And on the right, you have order, logic, a real plan. This visual drives home the message that this isn't just more information. It's information that's actually organized to make you win. Okay, now we get to a really fascinating part of this whole strategy. The offer is free, right? But to make people really want it, you have to build up its perceived value way beyond zero. And the technique they use here is called value stacking. You just pile on so many bonuses that the total package feels overwhelmingly, unbelievably valuable. And here's the anchor. By adding up the supposed value of all the free bonuses, the pitch gives you a concrete number. $309. All of a sudden, free doesn't just mean it costs nothing. It means you are getting $309 in value. This number anchors the whole offer, making it feel way more substantial and significant. Now, if you look at the breakdown, you can see exactly how this works. Each bonus isn't just listed. It's given a specific non-rounded dollar amount like $27 or $97. This makes the values feel calculated and realistic, not like they were just pulled out of thin air. It transforms what could be a simple list of extras into a tangible treasure chest of assets.
So the pitch has laid out the problem, it's presented this ultimate solution, and it's stacked the value through the roof. But there are still 2 major hurdles left: doubt and procrastination. This final section is engineered to just dismantle both of them, pushing you to take action right now.
The first weapon against doubt is social proof. This testimonial from James M. is so powerful because it directly echoes the pitch's core message. He contrasts other courses, which he calls out as just tactics, with this actual system. It's the perfect validation of the entire argument they've been making.
Now, this testimonial is especially effective because it directly takes on one of those specific pain points from earlier, getting rejected by vendors. This gives you tangible proof that the system solves the exact problems it said you had, which makes the whole offer feel so much more credible. And this final testimonial really drives home the value of the bonuses. By highlighting an impressive, specific result, like building an email list from scratch, it proves that even the so-called extras deliver real, tangible results. It makes you feel like you can't afford to miss out.
So after building all that trust, the final move is to create urgency. This is the weapon against procrastination. By introducing scarcity, this idea that the free offer might disappear, the pitch creates this subtle pressure. It's meant to motivate you to stop thinking and start clicking. It's that final nudge to close the loop.
And there you have it, the complete anatomy of a highly strategic pitch. From removing every bit of friction at the start to diagnosing the pain, positioning a unique solution, stacking the value, and finally closing with trust and urgency. Every single element is there for a reason. So the question I want to leave you with is, now that you've seen the entire blueprint, which part of this whole psychological architecture do you think is the most effective? Is it the pain, the promise, or the proof?